Okay, today there's going to be two videos. The first video is going to be to show you how to make this part with the ultimate goal of making a drawing file that looks like this. And what we're going to do with this drawing file is we're going to do a couple different views. We're going to do the auxiliary view, a little section view, and a couple other things. So we're going to start by making something that looks like this. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to make this outline first and do some extrusion. So let's take a look at our dimension. So it's 1 tall, it's 2 long. This part is 3 long, and this part is 1, and this is at a 45-degree angle, so we can actually type that in Inventor. Just plug it in, and then we're going to come back. We don't have a dimension for this, but that's okay because it'll just be where these two lines meet. So we'll have a parallel line, and that will meet this line. So let's give this a try. So this first one is going to be 1. Our next one is going to be 2. And then for this one needs to be 3 long. And then if you hit tab, you can change the angle. And the angle of this, 180 would be flat. And we want this to be 45 degrees down. So if you can't do the math in your head, you can just type 180 minus 45. And that is our angle, so it's really 135-degree interior angle. This part is going to be 1, and then I don't know what exactly the dimension is going to be, but I know that the dimension is going to be parallel to where this line would come out. And if you move your cursor around, you can see at some point we get a little constraint thing pops up, which is where we want it, and then we will continue over and finish it up. So that's how we make the outline. So we'll go ahead and finish the sketch. Then we need to extrude, and we're going to extrude looks like 2 inches, so there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a circle to this face. So we're going to start a new sketch on that face. The diameter of our circle is 1. And we're going to dimension from here to here is going to be 1.49. And that looks good. And it should be right in the middle, so let's just make sure we're in the middle there. Yep, looks good. And then we're going to finish that sketch and extrude to make a hole. So we'll cut, and there we go. So now we have an extrusion. The very last feature that we're going to add, we're going to go up to the top here, and we're just going to add a tiny little cutout. Where it is doesn't actually matter as long as it's not directly in the center. So we're going to start a new sketch. We're going to zoom in, and so right about here would be center. So I'm going to make it slightly off center. We're going to add a little rectangle, and it's going to be let's see, 0.05 deep, and then we'll hit tab and make it 0.08 across. Hit enter, and then we'll finish that sketch. And now we're going to extrude and make it a cut, and then it doesn't really matter, but we'll change it. Just go to the next face and then click OK. So now there should be a little cutout right there. And let's go back to home, and that looks pretty good. If we want to change the color, you can if you want to. Otherwise, it's good. So the next video we'll go into how to make the drawing file with the different views.